On a clear day, if you ascend the 144 steps to the summit of Monk's Mound in southern Illinois, you can spot the distant skyline of St. Louis, a thriving modern city. But had you made that same climb 700 years ago, you would have found yourself at the center of Cahokia, one of the largest pre-Columbian cities of its era. This vast metropolis was alive with public plazas, sacred sites, an intricate web of roads and courtyards, and even an astronomical observatory reflecting the advanced civilization that once flourished there. Near present-day St. Louis, Missouri, this ancient city, one that few people today even know existed. Cahokia was home to nearly 20,000 people in the 11th century. Imagine a time when towering earthen mounds stretched across the landscape, each one meticulously built by hand. These mounds weren't just piles of dirt. They were part of a grand, organized city, one of the most sophisticated of its time. Even today, Cahokia's secrets are slowly being uncovered. Archaeologists have found ancient teeth buried beneath the soil, revealing a surprising truth. This wasn't a city of just one group, but a melting pot of indigenous cultures from all over the continent. By analyzing chemical traces in the teeth, scientists discovered that about a third of the people came from distant lands, drawn to Cahokia's promise of prosperity. But what made this city so special? Unlike scattered villages, Cahokia was carefully planned. The rulers lived atop the tallest mounds, watching over their people below. Farming, hunting, pottery, and weaving kept the city alive, while trade routes stretched far beyond its borders. At the heart of it all stood a massive mound, 100 feet tall, encircled by a great wooden wall. Within this enclosure lay the city's Grand Plaza, a vast open space thought to align with the cardinal directions, a sacred connection to the universe. This was the center of life, where ceremonies and gatherings drew people from all around, eager to be part of something greater. Yet, despite its grandeur, Cahokia faded into history. Why? No one knows for certain. Some believe its people exhausted the land, cutting down too many trees until the environment could no longer sustain them. Others argue that the soil remained fertile long after the city's decline, meaning something else must have caused its downfall, perhaps war, unrest, or even a sudden, mysterious catastrophe. Today, over 65 mounds still stand as silent reminders of this once great civilization. And if you visit, you can even climb the tallest one, gazing out over the land where an ancient city once flourished. But Cahokia isn't the only city lost to time. Across the world, in modern-day Pakistan, lies another enigma, Mohenjo-Daro. Flourishing during the Bronze Age, this city was astonishingly advanced. While much of the world struggled with basic survival, Mohenjo-Daro had water systems and elaborate architecture that rivaled even the great civilizations of Egypt and Mesopotamia. Yet, like Cahokia, its fate remains a mystery. Abandoned without explanation, it left behind few clues. When archaeologists stumbled upon its ruins in 1911, they could hardly believe what they found. An intricate city with over 700 wells, private baths, and a sophisticated sewage system. Even private homes had toilets, an unimaginable luxury for the time. Mohenjo-Daro was also a hub of trade, crafting exquisite pottery, jewelry, and figurines that traveled across the region. Cahokia was strategically positioned at the meeting point of the Missouri, Mississippi, and Illinois rivers in the fertile region known as the American Bottom. For centuries, it was a modest settlement, but around 1000 AD, a shift in agriculture, particularly the cultivation of corn, transformed native societies. As farming replaced nomadic lifestyles, Cahokia, with its rich soil and abundant water sources, experienced a rapid expansion. This big bang of growth attracted people from various Mississippian cultures, including the Natchez, Pensacola, and Choctaw. Archaeologists studying teeth found at the site discovered that nearly a third of Cahokia's population were immigrants from other regions. As its numbers swelled, Cahokia evolved beyond a simple farming community, emerging as a thriving political, commercial, and religious center. Spanning approximately 9 square miles, the city eventually encompassed 120 massive earthen mounds, each serving a distinct purpose. The name Cahokia, however, was not used by its original inhabitants. It was assigned centuries later by French explorers in the 17th century, who encountered the Cahokia people, a tribe within the Illinois Confederation. Yet, historical evidence suggests that this tribe likely did not live in the city during its peak. Since the people of Cahokia left no written records and had long dispersed before European explorers arrived, most of what we know about their civilization comes from archaeological discoveries. Evidence suggests a well-structured society with a clear social hierarchy. Interior fortifications hint at divisions of status, while the city's largest mound, Monk's Mound, named by French Trappists in the 1800s, housed an enormous structure where political and spiritual leaders gathered. At its base, a bustling town center, enclosed by a 2-mile perimeter wall, served as the heart of religious ceremonies and communal events. And those events? They could be wild. Cahokians were known to indulge in black drink, a potent brew made from holly leaves containing 6 times the caffeine of strong coffee. Excavations have also revealed massive waste pits filled with thousands of deer remains, evidence of what may have been extravagant feasts or raucous celebrations. For the average Cahokian, daily life was busy. Men took on hunting, farming, and wood clearing, while women managed the home, crafted pottery, and wove textiles. Most lived in single-room homes beyond the perimeter wall, arranged in a complex network of courtyards and pathways. In fact, Cahokians once designed an east-west roadway so well planned that it still serves as part of the modern route to St. Louis today. The numerous mounds scattered across Cahokia served as burial sites, with some holding mass graves. Archaeologists have uncovered evidence of ritualistic human sacrifice in certain locations, while others, containing skeletons with crushed skulls, decapitations, and projectile wounds, suggest episodes of political violence. These discoveries offer intriguing yet haunting glimpses into the factors that may have contributed to the great city's eventual decline. So why did it disappear? Some suspect shifting river patterns led to its downfall, while others believe war or natural disaster played a role. Even today, its ancient script remains undeciphered, leaving much of its story locked away in the past. Then there's Kolmanskop, a city swallowed not by time, but by the desert itself. In the early 1900s, this remote Namibian settlement became the richest town in Africa, thanks to an accidental discovery. A railway worker spotted a glimmering stone and, upon closer inspection, realized it was a diamond. Almost overnight, fortune seekers flooded the town, transforming it into a lavish oasis. Kolmanskop boasted extravagant stone houses, a school, a hospital, and even an ice factory to keep food fresh. The hospital housed Africa's first X-ray machine, allegedly used to catch miners attempting to smuggle diamonds by swallowing them. But prosperity was fleeting. By the late 1920s, an even richer diamond deposit was found elsewhere, and the people of Kolmanskop abandoned their town in search of greater wealth. By 1960, the last resident had left, and the desert slowly reclaimed what remained. Today, sand-filled ruins stand frozen in time, a ghost town swallowed by the shifting dunes. And then there's Machu Picchu, a city perched high in the Peruvian Andes, shrouded in mist and mystery. Considered one of the modern wonders of the world, its true purpose remains uncertain. It could have housed 750 people, yet there are few traces of everyday life. Some believe it was a spiritual retreat for Incan nobility, while others suggest it was an experimental agricultural center or even a prison. What astonishes archaeologists is not just the city itself, but how it was built. Without wheels or iron tools, the Incas transported enormous granite stones up treacherous mountain slopes. Some theorize that hundreds of people worked together to haul each rock, an almost unimaginable feat. Yet, the real marvel of Machu Picchu is its resilience. Its stones are cut so precisely that not even a sheet of paper can fit between them. This precision also makes it earthquake-resistant. When the ground shakes, the stones shift, then settle back into place, as if the city is alive. Even more remarkably, scientists have discovered an underground network of foundations and drainage systems hidden beneath the ruins, essential for stabilizing the city in its mountainous terrain. Using 3D scanning, researchers recently uncovered a secret water system, proving that Machu Picchu's builders knew far more about engineering than previously thought. How did they achieve such perfection? Some believe they used stone tools harder than the granite itself, while others think they possessed construction knowledge we have yet to understand. These lost cities, Cahokia, Mohenjo-Daro, Kolmanskop, and Machu Picchu, stand as testaments to the ingenuity of civilizations long past. They remind us that history is full of wonders waiting to be rediscovered. Perhaps one day, their secrets will finally be revealed. Thanks for watching. Until next time, remain curious